But when you're really drunk and when you're really high, you past the point of being wasted. So now you are slambasted. Fuck, that was dumb.
I started sitting back this way.
This one record? Oh, it's been recording. Alright, cool.
Has it?
Yeah.
So don't include that.
No, I won't. I can edit it.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no questions.
Guess we'll go to sit on close to you.
But that's the thing. This part, you can just see. You have to learn how to use the cut and paste shit.
I don't fucking know how to do things. I have all this equipment upstairs. I don't even know how to use it. I actually have the board with the fucking microphone and
To play music or to record shit?
It's a podcast fucking studio, like, and I've never used it. All right, so what's up, fuckers? Slambasted. This is episode number 5, and today
I think
is.
You said that last time, and I think it was 6 because you said.
Well, if you count the sneak peek as but it really the
All
sneak peek. Yeah, this is episode 5.
All right.
And it is what is it? The October 14th, 15th? I don't know. Yesterday was Friday. Oh, yeah, it's 20th. Damn, I'm that far ahead already. I could have swore Friday the 13th was.
For the last 3 weeks, I actually kind of had to pay attention to the date because usually I don't.
I don't either.
So yeah.
In that,
it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the only thing you have to worry about is what you're told you're doing on the weekend.
I think I've actually forgot my birthday before. Like,
I haven't
didn't realize until the next day.
I haven't forgot because I have Facebook.
Like,
I
don't get on my shit.
Happy birthday to you. And I'm like, oh shit.
All right, so anyway,
I realized
episode 5, October 20th. We got some shit to talk about. My guest today is Dan. You don't know Dan, but Dan is the man. And let me tell you why. When we first started thinking of the idea of some dumbass show like this guy was our main target audience. He listens to fucking podcasts of all shapes and sizes all day. And he kind of got me into the shit. And then we were like, you know what? Fucking maybe we could do that and make money. And how fucking wrong we were. But anyway, so we got some shit to talk about.
Right. So, first thing, being that I'm here too, I wanted to go over some of the main podcasts that really stuck in our minds and really that made a big, important deal to us.
God damn it. Sorry. I fucking should have cleaned the table off first. There's like food and hair all in it. But yeah.
All right.
He's the first podcast I ever heard because I don't know things. I'm fucking like so out of the loop when it comes to technology and current events and all that shit. So he listens to the podcast on the way to work. So he's like, have you ever heard this? Have you ever heard that? And fucking
often than not, it was something I heard other times, and I was like, holy shit, you got to hear this.
Yeah.
So one of and probably the biggest podcast that we both just went, holy shit, this is something we got to do again. This is something we got to tell people about.
Useless information, but interesting as fuck.
What was your most memorable? What's your number one? What's your top one?
The one that I will always remember is the fucking shit about the slugs.
Right?
It was something slug orgy.
Roman slug. I think it was Roman slug death orgy.
Yeah. What's the title right there? Like,
that was the title of the show, of the episode, not of the program.
Slugs have never really been interesting.
Jeff Entman. And it was... Shit.
I don't want to fucking ruin it. God damn it. Why does this keep feeling... Gets like shadowy and not shadowy? We need some better equipment. We apologize for the shittiness, but I don't care that much. I keep saying I'm going to do something about it. And I actually fucking made a fucking big poster board with band shit and just random shit on it so be in the background, so you're not always just looking at nothing. Like this is better than normal.
Blinds.
Yeah, normally it's
The back of the room.
fucking dining room. It's got shit all stacked.
Well, that's what it was the first time we tried this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is our second attempt, by the way. Already. It was bad the first time too, but this is our second attempt because when we did the first time, we recorded like 45 minutes. I don't even remember everything we were talking about, and I got pretty drunk, and then we realized that. Oh no,
not we.
Well, I realized that the audio didn't pick up. Yeah. This is why we need fucking the IT guy never shows up. The beer chick never shows up. I mean,
we have a beer chick.
Well, it was supposed to. She was hired. She hasn't been here for five episodes. That's like all of them.
Was that the same one that you were talking to at the gas station?
Maybe. So off to a great start. Anyway, Roman death slug orgy.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and ruin it. You can listen to it if you want.
Or skip ahead for about the next 15, 20, 30 seconds. Just
the first fucking one, well, the one that he was like, you got to hear this. So, slugs, apparently, they have big orgies. And not just normal orgy. They have, like, the whole sidewalk is nothing but slugs banging. And while they're banging, what are they doing?
Well,
they got a hook penis.
No. They're hermaphrodites.
Oh, yeah.
They're hermaphrodites. Slugs are naturally hermaphrodites. They have both male and female sex organs. So
that
when
is
two slugs
right.
they mate with both organs at the same time. So the male side is having sex with the female side, and the other side is doing the same. So it's straight sex with people who can do it with animals that can do both at the same time. Now, here's the thing about slugs. Slugs get sticky. And we've all been there at times when things get sticky, but slugs get sticky, and sometimes they get stuck. And
especially when they're
either they just sit there stuck, or they have to eat their own penis off.
Well, yeah, because they stick. They're
no, it's not.
Isn't their shit like kind of hooked? It's not a normal looking penis, obviously.
All right, if you want to know the details in the story, look up "Here Be Monsters" with Jeff Enman. Here Be Monsters. The title of the episode is Roman Slug Death Orgy. Look it up. But it is an incredibly interesting and
foul.
No, it's not that it's foul. It's that it's interesting
foul.
And honest, but it's not in any way like gross or it's going to make you want to throw up.
No,
it's just done in a way that it tells you the story where
it's because it makes you put images in your head. And you think. If you were to replace the
you know what you know what it is?
It would be totally foul.
Right. What it is you start to humanize whatever it is you start to develop empathy for. So when the story starts out, you start to really appreciate these slugs and their massive orgy of happiness, and then towards the end, you suddenly find out that sometimes they eat. Yeah. Have you ever heard of a movie called Cannibal Holocaust?
Dude, I watched that. You turned me on that. That was.
Did I? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
The old 70s.
That's right. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's too realistic for its time.
Yes, and probably too realistic for the time now.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you can get away with it in theaters right now. I don't think you can get away
from the country. Wasn't it banned?
Yeah, it was banned in a couple countries.
See, I know Clockwork Orange was banned.
Right, but Clockwork Orange was banned for different reasons.
Movie.
Right, but it wasn't banned because. No one was sure. No, it was. Yeah, that was.
But this movie would make you real uncomfortable.
There's a specific scene in the movie, and I'm not going to ruin anything, but there's a guy who gets castrated. And watching this in the theater, the first two times I saw it was in the theater, and it would be dead silent, and all of a sudden, when that scene happened, both times, the entire theater is dead silent.
Is that why I got there? Was from that scene?
Not that scene alone. Oh, there's a ton of scenes. But
I remember the cast. I remember.
Look it up. Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, that. Yeah. I thought you were talking about.
It's dead silent in the theater, and all of a sudden, all you hear is every guy in the theater switch his leg from one leg to the other. Oh, that could have been me.
Yeah.
When there's a good movie or there's a good podcast, and you get into it, and some of these storytelling podcasts, Nate DeMeo, Roman Mars does his a ton of amazing work. Speaking of which, there's a new What Trump Can Teach Us About Con Law. Feel free to look that up.
Oh yeah.
So this
Trump.
is how our
fucking say
actual
something about
Constitution could be used or misused, possibly, by the president, whoever it may be, good, bad, or other, but specifically
you say
Trump.
Fucking hair in my fucking sweet Jesus Christ. Sorry, keep going. Trump. Oh, I was gonna say.
So that any president, they have to. There are these rules and there are this history behind the Constitution, and what it really does say, and what lawyers have said, and judges, the Supreme Court has done, and it's really.
It's funny because
really
growing up, I didn't fucking have any interest in politics. I didn't know shit about. There's a lot of shit I didn't know shit about, and then there's a lot of shit that I did know.
Podcasts aren't that old.
But see, this is the funny thing. Now when you have shit like YouTube or podcasts, Google, like you can fucking learn everything.
Well,
without effort. Like,
there's not much difference between a podcast where we're doing a video and you can see, and something
as opposed to it used to be, if I want to learn, I got to go read a book. Well, now you got to actually go and get the book. So you got to be motivated to go find the book, and then you got to be motivated to read it. Well, now you can just fucking do whatever you do normally and listen, and fucking it tells you. Oh, because you got to stare at yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I got fucking crap all in my way. I just want to fucking load another one, and pretty sure there's Cheetos and hair and all kinds of shit in it now. But Trump. Oh, so I looked up a couple of things. This was funny, real quick. Speaking of Trump, so these fucking these fucking bank robbers, right? They robbed a bank in which country is it? They wore fucking Trump masks though. Which,
like the old, you remember the Dead Presidents movie? Yeah.
But the Trump ones look so much funny. Like, I don't know. To me, that's gold.
Is it a clip?
No, I can't fucking find it now. No, I had a couple of them. There was a couple other stories that were pretty good. The fucking oyster vending machine. You hear about this shit? They got
I don't know
oyster.
How I feel about that.
Dude. I know. That's what, because I love seafood. Everybody knows, fish or blah, blah, blah. I love oysters. Love fucking whatever.
I got a podcast story for
oyster vending machines installed at French Seaside Resort. Okay. So it's a refrigerated fucking vending machine.
Right.
24/7.
Right.
That scares the shit out of me, kind of. But at the same time, you fucking get fucked up, hammered enough, and you're like, there ain't nothing open. We'll go down. There's a fucking oyster vending machine.
Don't get it wrong. I don't have to be fucked up. I would just snack on, if I was at the beach and there was no. Well, here's the thing. It's not so much that the vending machine serves, or do they shuck them, or do you have to shuck them yourself?
I think it's
if they're pre-shucked, that's a very dangerous thing.
I want to read into it. But
and then, how often is this being monitored? How often is someone coming by?
I doubt you have to shuck them yourself.
I would doubt it, but do you have an automatic shucking
like
machine?
A shucker on a fucking rope leak.
How do you do that with different size?
Maybe there's a fucking shucker inside it. Maybe it shucks it before it gives it to you. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see that. That's something I got to look into more. I just seen it today. I never heard of such a thing. But if you can shuck oysters and fucking vend them, like, you can pretty much make a vending machine for anything. I know, like China and Japan and all them, they have like the craziest shit you can think of popped out of a vending machine.
Oh yeah, everything's vending.
I know, like up in north shit, the green states, some of them have vending machines of wheat. But the kicker is you have to. It's in a building. And you had to get into the building by. I think you had to show your ID for that state or whatever. And then once you go in there, you pump the money into the fucking vending machine, pick your shit, and it's like, bloop.
Well, that just saves. That's technology taking the job away from a counter person, or from a low income.
But see, here's the thing:
person.
Maybe you're the kind of person where you want that customer service. You want someone to explain it. Maybe you don't give a fuck and you just want to run in.
Oh no, and that's the thing. When you go into places in Florida or in Maryland or in all these other states where it's becoming legalized and where medical usage for various reasons, I think the most important thing or one of the biggest things is the legalization in the states, right? So this brings up all kinds of podcast stories. But one of the things I learned on my podcast was, not that I learned from podcasts, I know it beforehand, but they discussed going down to Mississippi, where I believe it was Mississippi State has the only legal place to grow weed for government or medical, scientific studies that are approved by the federal government. So in theory, California could have its own places where it grows weed and studies and tests them, but you cannot do a major federally funded study with this stuff.
And I don't understand why.
Well,
the federal government doesn't just...
The federal government is starting to open up bids for other schools and other locations to start growing testable marijuana to create the competition that makes democracy and capitalism work.
This is what's fucking stupid is because even in the green states, it's still illegal federally. It's legally statewide.
Right.
But why I don't understand. Why wouldn't the fucking federal government just legalize it all across the board? Because the federal government's gonna they're gonna tax it and get money off of it, and at the same time, all these states that keep doing it one state at a time, what's happening is Colorado legalizes it before all the neighboring states.
Right.
Okay?
So
it's going to boost its economy because of tourists, but
so
at the same time, all kinds of fucking people are coming there expecting to get jobs and dispensaries and clipping, and then the homeless population goes
becomes an argument between legalization for economic reasons, right? Because we all know economically legalization is effective.
I keep playing with this, and I keep hearing big words, and eventually, I'm not... get it out now, because I'm going to start asking, what is economically...
Okay. Economically sound means when it comes to making money, legalization of useful and beneficial and health-related drugs creates, especially natural ones, if they allow hemp, all the clothing, all the cotton people. So for
I'm a cotton person.
For years, it's been illegal, which is making prisons money. There's just so much big money at the top that is fighting it, and there's enough small people, there's enough cities, there's enough states, there's enough counties, there's enough places where there are certain changes that don't get done at the federal level first. There's certain states, that's
we can
more
go
or less
on and on about this fucking. I love that argument.
I never did tell you my oyster story.
It doesn't matter how fucking slam-based I am. I can always argue about why weed should just be legal.
Oh,
not even just recreation. Dude, it's fuck Sony. Stop fucking worrying about that shit. Get the people. If you're in fucking jail for fucking, I had a fucking couple ounces of weed.
Speaking of,
you're just wasting taxpayers fucking housing them people. And then they're stuck in there now. They're starting to fucking pick up on the whole criminal life.
Do you not recall that we came up with the best way that Trump could do something meaningful and long-lasting to a certain extent with a simple tweet? Again, what Trump can teach us about constitutional law. Thank you, Roman Mars.
This is a fucking horrible podcast right now.
When you go, it is.
No, it's fucking. It's great, but it's not. I'm having fun, but everybody else is miserable. This is fucking stupid. I can't believe I fucking watched the first 5, which were already retarded.
Do you know how much better the first one was?
I don't even remember fucking half of it.
It was perfect. We went for 45 minutes straight. Never.
Oh fuck! We have so much shit we gotta talk about. What's the other ones? Oh, we have the fucking drunk of the week or day or whatever, because obviously this is some odd weeks ahead of the last one. I don't even remember the last time we filmed. Oh, I know we have all kinds of shit coming up, and I know I got a bunch of shit I'm supposed to do, but here we go. What are you gonna do? I need a beer. Do you need a beer?
I do need a beer.
Beer wench. Oh, not here again. Fucking.
Shitty job being a guest here.
Okay, and we're back. You can't even be a guest, dog, because you've been talking about all kinds of subjects all at the same time. That's because I get bored easily. Alright. I did want to fucking... Where's my koozie?
What Trump can teach us about constitutional law, that in theory, Trump, and again, in theory, Trump could, with a tweet at, let's say, 3 o'clock in the morning, summarily write a pardon for anyone and everyone who has been or is possibly will be charged for committing the crime of possession, the crime of usage, the crime of distribution, the crime of whatever, of a particular drug or of a particular activity.
Did you get that? Hold on.
Yes.
I'm going to have to watch it again to get that.
So
I watched this shit with you, too. I mean, I remember. Basically, the president can pardon...
The president, in theory...
Explain, like, the rule. What's the fucking law on...
The rule is, as long as the president says, I pardon you, and types it or writes it down or has it written somewhere with some proof that this is the president that said it. So, at real Donald Trump says,
so you're
Donald Trump
saying the loophole
pardoned.
is if he tweeted it...
No, the loophole is, all he has to do is have it written down anywhere. And then tell people so that, it can be implemented. But his pardon powers are extensive to the point that, in reality, there's no benefit or there's no cost to him to fight whatever it is. Because
been that way with all the presidents?
Yes.
So how many people have been pardoned and shit that people don't even know about? You know what I mean?
Plenty.
I'm sure there's you are a real sick fuck. But you're the only one I know who can do this. So.
Most presidents don't use it, and when they do... When they don't use it until the week before they go out of office. The last night they're there, by the way, all these people that I sympathize with or I disagree with, or all these people, because once they're gone, okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know why why we're having such a deep conversation, or not deep but smart. Because
this is what happens every time we hang out and do this.
I know this is Slambasted.
This is the reason.
This is real. This is
the
real
reason
TV
he has gotten into podcasts.
He makes me think really hard.
He says something
really hard
stupid.
To think.
I pop into whatever podcast pops into my head.
I'm going to be jumping in and out of these conversations, by the way, because my brain don't work so good.
How much of a conversation is it if it's just me talking? It's the same conversation
but
we
I
have
still listen, and there's other people
together.
listening. They just can't talk back. They're either shouting at you I want to know more, or some of them are probably dude, shut the fuck up.
So half of them are saying, yeah, I'm fucked up. I don't want to hear some smart guy talk about shit I don't know. The other half are going, I'm fucked up, and this guy is blowing my mind, and I want to know how this ends. And what podcast
there's only fucking 12 people that watch the show, and I think I know.
Either way.
No, I'm just joking. Actually,
I think that's
I want to take this moment to. God, there's so many things. Okay,
all right.
Recap, because nobody knows what the fuck's been going on. We went through some hurricanes. We've been down in Florida. Well, he's been. He's been up in.
I was living in Maryland for the hurricanes.
Yeah,
safe and sound.
I was down here for fucking. Which one was it? Yeah, Irma. Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
And then what was the one that came behind it that didn't go anywhere?
Which one was that?
What was the one that came
he had Harvey. Okay, Harvey smashed up old Texas on the Gulf side.
And Irma comes
slammed
And then what hits Puerto Rico?
Was that Jose or fucking...
Was that the one that came right after Irma? Yeah.
It was Jose, and there was another one. One of them disappeared, and the other... There's fucking 12 of them out there, but Irma...
Let's be honest. When you have enough hurricanes that do major damage in a year, that after...
This is
3 or 4 or 5 years, you can't keep track of the names.
I've always said this, and this is the thing. I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but if you ever get married or whatever, fucking, it doesn't matter. You could have the smartest fucking idea as far as, okay, if the world turns to shit, this is what we're going to do. That don't mean shit when you have the fucking life. Dude, I'm telling you, I was like, we need to stay in the middle of the fucking country, okay? by fucking NORAD in the mountains. Fucking hide out. If shit hits the fan, we're fucking furthest from the coast. You know, like, why would you fucking... I was like, why would you go to a fucking
what he's saying
place
is,
where...
living in the heartland of America is the safest place to live because nobody else in the world cares enough to bomb it.
Not necessarily. You got NORAD. There's reasons to bomb it, but the fact of the matter is that if there is a way to intercept it...
Because we protect from the middle, it's going to take the longest for the bombs to get there.
Not only that...
So it gives you an extra 10 minutes to know you're going to die. And to have all the movie scenes of cars crashing into each other.
The further inland, like, the higher up it's actually getting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more worried about natural disasters as opposed to a fucking little midget hitting a button. Because guarantee shit might go, but it ain't going to go that far. It will fucking other shit up. It doesn't matter. The whole fucking world's taking a big old
Guess what I listened today after I dropped you off?
I don't fucking hear. I don't know. Which one?
You know, the president goes around with the briefcase.
How did this whole... This is completely different from the first one. We've been political since the whole thing for fucking...
We had a fantastic episode. We had a great time. It went straight through. We maintained some level of semblance through the whole thing. And it made sense. And
all right, we got to change it up a little bit because our viewers aren't smart enough. No offense.
You're watching in the first place. It's not our fault.
Yeah, if you're watching it,
we warned you. We told you this was not worth watching. You chose to track us down there. I don't believe them.
It is pretty interesting.
We had an incredibly well done first draft done.
What the fuck was the other one?
Our technical staff.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it was Italian bank robbers that fucking did the Trump mask during heist.
So I didn't tell you.
It's funny. There's still
I didn't tell you. I have a question.
What?
Did you know that Trump has to carry a biscuit?
For what?
To go with his football.
A biscuit?
To go with the football. Do you know what the football is, right?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
When he's the president. He's the president of the United States, so he carries around... No. He doesn't carry the football. Someone else carries the football around with him right by the president at all times.
Okay.
Right? So someone has the football. That's the nuclear football. That's the one that says you can push a red button. Right?
Okay.
So someone is always around Trump with the football. Right? Now, Trump has to keep the biscuit on him, as far as I could tell from the podcast I listened to. Trump has to keep the biscuit.
Okay.
The biscuit is the codes that launch the nuclear missile. When they open the football, he gets a little set of...
How does a biscuit open a football?
That's what they call it. The football is the briefcase. The biscuit is the small packet. So here's the thing. Ronald Reagan got his ass shot. Right?
Oh my God. I'm fucking confused easily.
Yeah. So this is why...
This is what
if you want to hear the rest of the story...
Dan is he's too smart. He's like... I think he's like an alien. I was watching Ancient Aliens before you came to this thing, too.
That is so not going to help our night. I can tell you.
All right.
All right. So let me see if I can go with...
We got to go with something else. Stop talking about fucking shit that I have nothing...
Here's the thing.
I have no idea what... It's all over my head.
What did we do about criminals today when we were watching it, or we were listening to the Escape from Alcatraz?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
I've started getting him listening into...
I already knew a lot about that, though.
I got him into Crime Town, which if you're into...
If you're into mob shit,
mobster,
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Mob. I love mob shit. Dude, I've always have.
Well...
It's crazy. Fucking Godfather, Goodfellas. I got all the video games that are mob shit, mob based. Like, everything's mob. Fucking, like, I had like a phase where I'd watch mob movies and eat Italian food. You know, talk all Italian. Like, you know how I am.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, I wanted a cannoli. What the fuck is this shit? You know, I'd sit there and talk to them. She's like, why are you talking like that? Because I'm watching mob movies and eating Italian food all day. I fucking want to be a fucking mob.
My best friend Gabe and I would drink Sambuca.
Sambuca.
Black licorice liquor. It's terrible, terrible stuff. It's not good.
Like, yeah,
it's not
like
good for...
It's not,
yeah, it's a really... But if you like black licorice,
I don't
and
like
I do,
fucking any liquor, but I'm already a little. Oh, well,
look,
except for
we all take our liquor shots when needed.
I really gotta tone it down on the fucking shot. That's what drunk of the day.
Oh yeah.
Well, look
Good.
at me. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a beer. I'm just really drunk right now. And I gotta. Whoa. Oh, shit. Almost fell. Okay, found the beer and then goddamn wind in the store. Jesus Christ, the wind is so strong. And my legs aren't working too good. I feel like a jello. Oh, this fucking holy shit, the wind is so strong in the cooler. Excuse me, Mr. Wind, I just want to get some beer. And I go, oh, got my beer. Okay, Wind, just hold on. Gotta make it to the register. And then, holy shit, gravity just said, fuck. Along with the wind, I can't, god damn it, just smacked my head. Okay, gravity's just gonna keep me on the floor for a while. And he's talking to himself like, what the stupid ghost just keeps pushing me back on the floor. Fucking idiot. Have you ever been that drunk? Like, I've never been that drunk. To where I'm like, my feet work, but my hand don't work. I'm gonna just go ahead and scoot. Maybe I can scoot myself to my feet. Nope, can't. Yep, nope, nope. Okay, gravity. Just fucking work with me here, okay? I thank you, please. I'm gonna make one big effort to. Okay, yep, no, I'm still drunk. Maybe if I drink this 12-pack, I'll feel better. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fight gravity for another, 15, 20 seconds, and a few minutes go by, and here, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna make it real. He's gonna try really hard. Here, little ghost kitty, little ghost kitty, help me up, please. Can you help me, please? Oh, thank you, please. Oh, fuck you, cat. You fucker. Oh, fuck you. Alright, I'm sick of gravity. Gravity can eat a dick. Please, somebody tell gravity to eat a dick. Please. Please help me. Please help me. This dude's like, are you okay? I'm just a little drunk right now and I want to buy some beer. And like, how many beers have you had? Like 4,800. Oh, you're gonna push me back into the wind again? Oh, come on, sir. The wind is really strong right here. It's like a water current that doesn't exist. And he's like, okay, I gotta find the door. Oh, there it is. The wind is so strong. Oh, hello, Bull. I might need you later. Crash into some chips. And fucking goddamn gravity. Somebody please just take this fucking bowl. I don't want the fucking bowl. I want my beer. Fuck, Slambasted.
Because it's a record. Here's the thing. No matter what it is that you're doing or you've done, there are people that are out there to do it better than you.
I get it. Like, I understand the thrill. Like, I was a thrill seeker, but Jesus, like, it's getting ridiculous now. It's like.
Is that what you searched? Is that what you searched to come up with these?
I slipped off.
I saw it.
What? There's all kinds of different shit I look at.
No, I know, but you pulled up.
What did I do? I put a crazy news at one point, and from there I went into some NBC. I don't know. Fuck, what was the one I was talking about? Oh yeah, the motherfuckers hanging from the teeth over Niagara Falls.
Yes.
That's just stupid.
I got nothing for that. I got nothing.
I'm like,
other than just talking about people going over in barrels or the various women that have broken swimming records and the first woman, like.
What the fuck did I just
completely don't get it wrong. I'm very happy that the guy did it, but that is completely irrelevant too.
I was totally unprepared for this shit. We did this before. But look,
it was so much better for you. You're gonna have to do a shit ton of editing. I mean, like, we might as well just be here for an hour and a half, and most of
We've
this
already
is gonna be
been
cut
here
out.
for 41 minutes. We need
Yeah, I
to
understand,
talk-
but a lot of
let's
this
talk about
rambling in the
something.
middle, you're cutting out.
Oh, I
Right?
remember what we could talk about. Let's talk about.
I'd rather have it with a bunch of cuts.
I do that all day. Everything I do is just cut. Fuck you. I haven't
Farts.
talked shit to the camera in a minute. Slambasted hammer time. Because I need another beer.
Speaking of cuts, yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. We'll be right back. And cut.
We're coming back.
Yeah.
Should I fucking pause it? Cameraman, pause it. Cameraman.
No.